Update: I, 33 male, decided to end my relationship with my 29 female ex-wife. Original post: me and my ex had a 5-year relationship, 4 years married, and 2 kids. We hit it off instantly. We had the same goals, and we were ready for it. In general, the relationship was great. Since I made 3 times more than her, we agreed she quit her job and become a stay-at-home mom. It was her dream job too. It was convenient, because I work in a business that had rough seasons, where I barely get home to sleep, and sometimes I spend weeks away from home. And other seasons where I don't have a lot to do, and I have a lot of time to go on vacations and trips. In one of those rough seasons, I got home for some clothes, and saw a man leaving the house. I know the man as a skirt chaser that have an open relationship with his wife. I don't remember how much time I spent outside of the house in shock. But when I entered the house and found my wife sleeping in our bed naked, the anger and pain consumed me in that moment. I woke her up and told her 2 lies. The first one was that someone told me she was having an affair and I installed cameras in the house. The second was I knew everything. I told her to come clean, or she would never see me again. She confessed everything. They had a 3-month affair, and they were doing it constantly in my house. I just snapped and told her to leave the house before I lost control of myself. Not before calling her all sorts of names. She didn't want to, but I managed to convince her to leave to her parents' house. Needless to say, I divorced her. Cheating is something traumatic to me. My father cheated on my mother, and that broke her and destroyed our family. It's not something I can forgive. Since our divorce, I went low contact with my ex. I only interacted with her on few occasions, and was blunt and indifferent to her. I talked and picked up the kids from her mother. Our separation and the reason spread into our social circle, and most of them were shaming her. Her mother told me she was having a rough time dealing with depression, anxiety, barely taking care of herself, and that she wants to be with me again. But I just didn't care. 1 year after that, I healed enough to start dating again. But 6 months in, I realized I was not totally ready, and I have commitment issues. I was getting frustrated at that point, and one day when I was looking to pick up the kids in my ex's parents' house, they were not there. My ex said that they took the kids out, and they were coming later. That if I want, I can wait for them inside the house, and that she wants to talk to me. I know my ex and she knows me. I have a high libido, and she always makes sure to take advantage of it. She knows she's my type, short girl, big hips and thighs. I accepted her invitation knowing pretty well what she wanted. And long story short, we did the deed, and this continued for 2 months. One day she asks me if we can come back together, be a family again. I told her that's not going to happen because I don't trust her. I explained to her that I already forgave her for what she did, but I don't believe in her anymore. I explained to her what I have learned about infidelity, and that she just couldn't control herself, and the same scenario will repeat again constantly. With me being away from home for days or weeks, her needs not getting met, and other men hitting on her. She then started promising she would change, and that she would never do that again. I said to her words are cheap, actions is what mattered, but she kept insisting. So I gave her, jokingly because I don't believe she would go through with it, a list of things she should change before I consider she's serious about changing. It includes minor things, like not eating things she likes that are bad for her health, like ice cream, sugar in general. And eating vegetables, she hates those. Life-defining things like go to the gym, she hates that too. To stop being lazy around the house when she has nothing to do and learn new skills, and change a lot of bad habits. I told her that if she has enough self-control to do those things for at least a year, I would believe she's serious about changing. Everything changed since that conversation, because she really is going through with it. I was okay having the physical relationship we have at the beginning, but 6 months after that conversation, she's really changing as a person. Now what makes me doubt is that I feel she hopes when she proves she really changed, we may get together again. I have been clear even after that conversation that I don't want that to happen. But she's ignoring it and believes she will win me back. What really made me reconsider things is that she posted yesterday in her IG a story about what happened with us. She took full responsibility, explained all the pain she went through and caused to our children and me. How she's changing for the best and her hope for the future. Should I end this? Getting back is something I have considered. The relationship we have now is more intense in every regard than we had before. But I would never forget what she did, and I don't know if I would ever trust her again. Right now I'm lost, and I know we should have a conversation about the future. I apologize for all the grammar mistakes. English is not my first language, and I'm still learning it. Even if I mentioned she was my wife, from where I'm from, People don't get legally married, but are considered married. Edit. Thanks everyone for your comments. They are helping me to gain resolve and take a decision. I want to clarify some things that I didn't explain in detail in my post. First, my ex was suffering from depression and anxiety until recently when we started our physical relationship, and she is trying to change for the better. Second, I don't hate her, nor purposely using her to take revenge. That's not what's happening here. In the first 6 months or so after D-Day, I may have hated her and want to take revenge. But a part of my healing was forgiving her and moving on. I can't forget what she did and have trust in her again, but I don't hate her. Third, I haven't gone to individual counseling. I kept myself busy working and learning a new language and visiting places. I guess this was a mistake. I have trust issues and commitment issues. Before D-Day, I really was proud of her and thought she was an angel. The best person on earth, the best mother and wife. A friend that made me a better person since I met her. Her betrayal destroyed my ability to trust others completely. I have a hard time trusting other women now. That would take time. I have taken the decision to end things. I'm afraid she may get back to her depression state, but I believe she's a stronger person now. The reason for my decision to not take her back is because I don't think I can live with her again without questioning what she's doing and where she's going. The man she cheated on me with still lived nearby, so me leaving for days or weeks, knowing they will be less than 200 meters away, will not be good for my mental health. I don't know. Honestly, my first thought was, she will keep up the new stuff right up to the time you get back together. Then things will start to slip back. You can go either way, get back together if you must. Just don't marry her again. I stayed with my cheater, and I have discovered a truth everyone ignores. It really doesn't matter if they stop cheating, the damage is already done. And it has its effects based on what was done, not what will happen in the future. My trust in her is damaged, and it's never getting back to a good place, no matter what happens in the future. Well said. I read this analogy often in this sub. A broken marriage/relationship due to cheating is compared to a broken vase. It's now going to take a really long time to put the pieces together, much longer time than what it took to make the vase in the first place. There will still be some pieces missing. The vase with all the cracks and missing pieces can never be the same as it was before, and it may leak and may not be able to satisfy its function of holding water. Opie, I'd suggest that you start doing some therapy with a therapist who specializes in infidelity. Your wife seems very remorseful and may even realize the damage her actions have caused. But it's really up to you. Sometimes, any amount of action and remorse cannot make up for all the damage that has already been done. One thing is so obviously clear. You need to stop sleeping with her. You blame your high libido like you have no control over it. You are acting like an a-hole. Your mouth is saying nevermore, while your junk is saying maybe. You know she has feelings for you. You know she is desperate to be with you and clinging to every teeny tiny piece of hope. You are basically taking advantage of a vulnerable person. Maybe you feel justified in playing with her after she cheated, but this is not worth it for one very good reason: your kids. If she has another bout of depression, mental breakdown, etc., then that will affect your kids. So just stop. Once you've taken your libido out of the equation, you can start to think about what you want. If it's reconciliation or if it's a clean break. Personally, I think you should stop and not get back with her. If she truly was serious about getting back together with you, she would have told you and shown you how she changed, rather than you telling her that she needed to change. She is not a child. Also, if she was serious, she would have expressed it through her feelings, not through intimacy and taking advantage of the situation she put you in. It screams she only misses someone to have intimacy with. Like you said, what happens when you are away and she says she's lonely again? When people show you who they are the first time, believe them. You deserve someone better that you can trust. I hope you find peace. Update. After all the advice I received in my previous post, I decided to have a long chat with my ex-wife and end things for good. We met yesterday, and I explained to her that I don't hate her, that I really believe she's changing, and that she is doing the right thing, but my trust in her when it comes to a relationship is zero. And thinking about committing to her makes me feel uncomfortable. I explained to her that I'm going to start going to therapy because I believe I have trust and commitment issues now. When I told her this, she cried. She didn't know I have those problems, so I explained to her what I went through after D-Day, and she did the same. I guess this was a conversation we both needed because I feel we connected in a way we haven't done in this 8-month physical relationship. I told her to go to therapy too. The fact she cannot explain why she cheated and continue doing so if things were perfect and she loves me so much doesn't make any sense. She agreed that she needs therapy and she would go as well. At the end of the conversation, she asked if reconciliation is going to be on the table after both get better and she continue working on herself. She wants a fair shot, not the thing we had. I said no to her, that I don't want to give her false hopes. She said she would not give up, but understand that if it amounts to nothing, she would try to move on too. Thanks to everybody who gave me advice, especially the ones who didn't hold back. When you get cheated on, you end up having to do a ton of work on yourself to get yourself to a good place in life. When she can't say why she did this, she needs to go to therapy. But it doesn't matter why. She still did it and is damaged. I agree. To be fair, I don't care anymore about her reason. That's something she has to work on, and it's something that her next partner should care about, not me. I still have some special feelings for her, but there is no way I can be in a relationship with someone that caused me so much pain. You are doing the right thing. Your focus should be on you and your healing. As you mentioned, the trust factor is 0. She can't even tell you why she cheated, even though things between you were in a good place. This does not bode well for her in future relationships if she doesn't seek therapy. But as the saying goes, not your circus, not your monkeys. Hopefully she will figure things out, learn from this, and not cause someone else the pain she caused you. I wish you all the best. You still need to be careful and reconciliation is possible, but you need to want the relationship, not miss it. So in the future, she will pop up at your gym, shop near where you live, stalk you on Facebook. This is common and not special. After 12 months being single, if she pops up, your brain will have ended the original her and relationship, only then you can think about reconciliation. You need to date for 12 months and every month check to see if it is good or should you exit. After a year of that, you can decide if you're all in or cannot trust her. This is an on or off switch, not a 75% or most of the time. You don't need to reconcile. You need some time to end this relationship before you start dating. This is usually 6 to 12 months, but it varies. The reason you need this is you do not want to rebound into the first available relationship without fixing yourself. Doing that, you will drag the doubt, cheating, and second guessing into the rebound till 98% of rebounds end. You will then see the hurt that this had on the woman that did nothing but love and try have a life with you. And this will trigger everything all over again. If you wait to 6 to 12 months, then you evaluate the dating and relationships better and exit to find the better or missing pieces, not just the fact you want one. Good luck. This is a process. I wish I knew this before. D-Day was over 2 years ago. After a year, I tried to date again and it ended in disaster. I was insecure and anything triggered me, even talking about what they did with their friends. One was willing to be exclusive and I pushed her away because of my insecurities. I wasn't ready at all. This is why I need therapy and distancing myself from my ex. I need to fully heal. Thanks for this, it was really helpful. Has anyone else completely changed after being cheated on? My ex-wife cheated on me after 2 years of being married and 6 years being together. It's been almost 4 years since she cheated on me, and some part of me still can't get over it. For the most part, I'm pretty content with my life at the moment. I'm not always depressed like I used to be, but I still feel like I can't actually connect with anyone. I used to think I was a good person. I never even thought about cheating. But now I keep getting the urge to cheat on my current girlfriend. In my mind, I keep telling myself she's going to cheat sooner or later, so I might as well do it too. This is stuff I would have never even thought about before my divorce. I feel like a horrible person for having these thoughts. The main thing that has kept me from acting on it is just the thought of what I went through with my ex-wife. What she put me through changed me a lot, and not for the better. Now I'm basically just an empty shell of a person. I don't care if anyone stays in my life anymore. I care about my girlfriend a lot, and I actually feel happy when I'm with her. But I know if she left me tomorrow, I wouldn't even feel sad about it. It's trauma. You should go to therapy. This 100%. Dated someone for 3 years, and about 2 years ago we broke up after learning she was practically living with someone else. We had bought a house together, been living together for 2 years, the whole 9 yards. Then out of the blue, this pops up. It took a whole lot of therapy for me to start dating again. That said, I still have my issues, and cannot believe I found someone that isn't going to just throw me to the curb. Therapy is the answer, and open communication with my partner. It's okay to feel this way, but cannot let it keep you from what you want or a healthy relationship. You got burned, OP. The struggle is going to be there, but you cannot go it alone. It changed me. It's been 8 years, but I think about it every day, and I miss the person I was before. Having said that, through therapy, I've healed some. But I do wish for the confident me, who was so beaten down by the thoughts of him with other women, to return. But I trust my new guy. It wouldn't be fair to assume he'd cheat because my ex did. He can't have less than he deserves, and he deserves to be trusted. But I also will not give second chances again. Nobody deserves that. You know, it still plagues my mind more than it should, but I don't really miss the person I was before. And therapy helped me to realize it. That guy was a naive idiot who took people's words at face value rather than how they acted. I just forgave because she said she was sorry, which created a dynamic that allowed me to be walked all over. Perhaps the extreme gaslighting, cheating, and eventual breakdown of the relationship was the kick that I needed. But I have a much clearer understanding of my boundaries, and I'm much more assertive with my needs and wants now. It's helped me find someone who has a lot more respect for me as a person, because now I won't let people cross the boundaries that are important to me. Even my cheating ex subconsciously respects me and my shiny new spine, and still drunk calls me on occasion when she sees my new cutie on Instagram. It's a heck of a reminder that I'm moving in the right direction. That's why I haven't blocked her yet. I just let my current girlfriend answer my phone instead.